Hello, back again, back out in the workshop on this fine Sunday, quite nice sunny day. Anyway, just wanted to touch on contact screws. Now, I have done a video on me making these before, and I'm quite happy to do another one if need be. Now look, sometimes you'll see stuff like this on machines, okay? Let's see if you can see that properly. These are just cheap, rubbish, Chinese machine things that people sort of use, and they're crap, right? Oh, here's another one that you see quite a lot of, just a brass machine screw that people will use as a contact screw. Now, brass is not particularly good as a contact screw because it's an alloy. It breaks down under load, and the spark or the heat, whatever you want to call it, of the contact, okay, even with a condenser, there will still be some sort of problems with the contact eventually, and the alloy will break down, and that's why you then need to clean your contact, the top of the front spring there and the underneath of the contact screw. Now, you could argue that the best sort of thing would be a solid silver contact screw. Well, that's not going to be cost effective, we know that. So the next best thing is OFC copper, oxygen free copper. Now I use, let me show you, I make them from blank bars. So here's a blank bar that I use of the copper that I buy. Now, I don't use a lathe. Plenty of people do, and that's fine if you want to do that. But the copper's very soft material, and cutting it on a lathe, you know, it's very easy to bend. I have done it, and I have threaded it on a lathe, and I just thought it was a pain in the arse, to be honest. And so I make them by hand, and when I first started making them by hand, putting a tap onto them, you know, quite a lot of them are twisted, and it wasn't very good. So I made an actual a little rig that I use, and basically that is basically it. And I fit a piece of copper in the end there. I lock it into place, put that in the vise, and then I use this, which is a lathe tool. It slides over it, and then I just turn that by hand, and it puts a dead straight thread on it. If you search the video, the contact screw video, in my playlist there, you will find it. There's about 36 or 7 videos on here, but it's well worth looking up. And here's one I did today for a machine that I'm currently putting together. See that? There we go. It's quite nice. The end bit there, all I do with the very end is crush it in a vise, and that sort of gives it a little the little effect of the grip, if you like. And M4 thread, there we go, M4 thread, and just use the belt sander to sand it to a point, which I like to do. And that's pretty much it, actually, with those. So I just think that if you're going to make a machine, then I just think it's worth going that little bit extra and make the contact screw, rather than, you know, make it out of a good quality. It's actually, right, I did used to use pure copper, right? Now I use a thing called tellurium OFC. So it's tellurium, oxygen-free copper. It has a small percent, it's like 0.5% of tellurium in it, which helps the machinability. It just makes it a little bit stronger, but it doesn't affect the electrical conductivity of it at all, the resistance and all that sort of stuff. I've tested it and everything. It's absolutely fine. So that's what you want. If you're going to make your own, get some tellurium copper bar in the appropriate size to run the thread down. I think the one I get is something like a 4, I don't think it's exactly 4, I buy it as 4 mil, but I think it comes out slightly smaller. It's like 3.95 or something like that. But actually, you know what, for this it is perfectly fine. So there we have it, a little bit about contact screws for you and the importance of good ones. Now these pure copper ones, you don't need to clean them. If your machine's running right, you don't need to clean them during a tattoo. In fact, you won't need to clean them after a tattoo, to be honest with you. It just you should just get a good contact pretty much all the time, and then just clean it during your regular machine maintenance, if you like, and servicing. So there we go, there we have it. Back out in the workshop again on this lovely day, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you on the next one. I've been posting up a few lately, rattling on a bit here, but I am in the process of building a machine. In fact, I've now made all the bits, just got to get it put together. And yeah, watch this space. Catch up soon, stay safe.